Class of 2020.
Today we have the unique privilege of standing united with one voice,
with one message,
and with one purpose.
To celebrate and memorialize time.
The timeline of your journey from kindergarten to this historic end to your high school career.
Time is always marked by important memories, key milestones, and momentous occasions.
Those events signify that life as we know it has changed, that something else is coming.
It's a strange place to find yourselves because time allows you to exist briefly in two realms.
On one hand, you mourn what's lost. On the other, you look to the future in anticipation of the next step in the journey.
With each of these occasions, it is inevitable that our sense of familiar shifts.
Our normal becomes old news, our expectations transform, and then time, without regard for how these events have affected us, marches on.
Sometimes with the cadence of a slow, easy walk, sometimes with jarring and abrupt fits and starts, and sometimes with almost overwhelming speed.
Regardless of the pace, though, we can allow these experiences to leave the most indelible impressions and cement themselves in our hearts and minds.
And we do.
This has been true for you, the graduating class of 2020, for all of your lives, because your timelines have already been marked with a series of momentous events, all of which have been history makers.
Most of you were born in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, arguably one of the most significant and challenging events of our history.
And while you were learning to sit up and to crawl and walk and talk, your families and your communities and your leaders all had to face unexpected, unparalleled events and work through the uncertainty and insecurity that they forced upon us.
And they did.
During your kindergarten year, Steve Jobs introduced the world's first smartphone, which ultimately influenced how we communicate, how we teach and learn, and how we work.
As time passed and you moved through grade school, transitioning from one milestone to the next, losing your first tooth, learning to ride a bike, earning your first award or trophy, the evolution of technology impacted us in ways that we couldn't quite fully understand.
Social networking continued to evolve. Communities and businesses began to interact through multiple platforms, and the workforce began to offer work from home options.
Eventually, you began using this technology to capture your own milestones and memories on apps such as Instagram and through Twitter and Snapchat. Your friends and families, your communities and your leaders, and even you needed to keep moving.
And you did.
And now, as seniors preparing to exit school, your timelines are marked by yet another momentous occasion, and that will alter all of your lives moving forward. A graduation event occurring in the middle of a pandemic.
You began your senior year as part of the lockstep, steady march towards your traditional month of May senior events.
You had a plan. You had a vision. You were secure in knowing what to expect next.
And then it all unexpectedly stopped, which may have caused you to look at your immediate future with a sense of insecurity and uncertainty.
Some of you may even be asking yourselves, am I prepared? Or will I know what to do next? The answers are simple.
You are and you will.
Because of the earmarks of your historic timelines have been preparing you all along. You are prepared to face down the insecurity that comes with change and not having a set path.
Because you are dreamers and action takers.
And in time, you will open the doors of opportunity when you encounter them.
You are prepared to use times of uncertainty to explore, to make difficult decisions, and to take strategic chances because you are innovators and problem solvers.
And in time, you will help your families, your colleagues, and your communities find a new and productive way forward.
You are prepared to meet unexpected challenges with creative thought and inspirational acts because you are the trailblazers and history makers. And in time, you will design the new technologies and discover the new solutions for all of us.
And now, instead of being able to gather together as a community to recognize and celebrate your accomplishments,
we instead find ourselves simultaneously moving away from the tradition
and facing with anticipation how our new normal will allow us this unprecedented opportunity to highlight not only your accomplishments, but to showcase how prepared you are to move along your timelines towards your next great milestones.
Maya Angelou, poet laureate, said,
All great accomplishments require time.
And as you will see here today, you are well on your way.
In addition to the impressive recognitions evident here, you will also be reminded how many of you have already spent time as civic-minded community contributors.
You will see in the faces of your friends and classmates those who have already begun promising careers as advocates for equality, as spokespeople for those who haven't yet found their voice, and as caregivers for those in need.
And you will see in the faces the people who bring us, those who have walked this path before you, confidence, optimism, and hope for what time will bring next, because you do.
We offer our heartfelt congratulations to the historic class of 2020.
It is definitely your time.
Your time.
Your time.
Your time.
Your time.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey guys, I can't believe we're finally here, but as I look out at all of your faces, I can't help but remember everything we've been through these past 4 years. I remember the first day of my freshman year. I got so lost on my way to drama class, I almost had a panic attack in the hallway. And when I finally got there, I didn't know a single person in the room. That night, I went home to my mom and I cried, telling her I never wanted to go back there again. Well, she made me get on the bus the next day too, and I wish I could say I fell in love with Aberdeen right away, but I'm pretty sure I cried that night too. The rest of freshman year flew by, and I don't really remember much aside from a broken vending machine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember sophomore year at all, but I think we all started to feel more comfortable at Aberdeen and less afraid of getting hit by batteries on our way to pep rally. Junior year is when I really started to love this school. Driving my ugly Ford Focus to school every day made me feel like an adult, and telling the main office I had car trouble when I was late because I stopped to get coffee became a monthly routine for me. And even though I wouldn't admit it back then, I started to like a lot of things about Aberdeen. I liked talking to my friends in English class, staying after school every day, and especially making fun of Mr. Frieda in the hallway. Senior year is supposed to be the best year of high school. 3 quarters of hard work, and then for the last stretch, we get prom, senior pep rally, and graduation. It's hard not to feel like we weren't robbed of some of the fun, but the class of 2020 has had no shortage of fun. Our senior pep rally, homecoming, and countless twinkle twinkles from Misfits. The point is, we've had an amazing time in high school, and we have a lot to be grateful for. While I'm up here, I'd like to thank one teacher in particular. She's pushed me to be a better student, made me cry a few times, made me laugh a lot more, and always put a smile on my face. If you don't know who Miss McDonough is, she's the teacher with 2 artificial hips, a Tesla, undiagnosed ADHD, and a huge heart. She goes out of her way to make sure her students are taken care of, always locks the door when it's time to spill tea, and is actually a really good teacher too. I couldn't have asked for a better teacher, advisor, and friend. I encourage all of you to find that one person who's made your high school experience more bearable, whether it be a teacher, coach, parent, or friend, and let them know how thankful you are for their help. Even though we're leaving, we're all taking a piece of Aberdeen with us. For me, it's the friends I've made, the lessons I've learned, and the laptop I stole from the computer cart. Whatever your piece of Aberdeen is, make sure you keep it close to you wherever you go, and when you start to feel anxious or scared, you can feel comfort and remember Aberdeen. Thank you and congratulations.
Good evening, family and friends, and congratulations, graduates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of our Aberdeen High School class of 2020. My name is Michael Quigg, and I have the honor of being the proud principal of Aberdeen High School. Today is an important milestone in the life of each student being recognized, one that will be remembered for a lifetime. Seniors, you have demonstrated commitment, tenacity, and have persevered in the face of unimaginable challenges. And most importantly, you have finished what you've started. In the midst of these trying times, filled with anxiety and uncertainty, we can rest assured knowing today is a great day. It's a day to celebrate with your families and friends, and a day you've been waiting for since you entered kindergarten many, many years ago. For some of you, it's wanting to get out of school and get on with your life. For many others of you, high school graduation is just the next step in your educational pathway. You're headed to a university, a community college, the military, or apprenticeship program to pursue the daunting task of preparing for the career you want. But for all of you, today is a day we celebrate your accomplishments, and a day you begin to set new goals and dream new dreams. Please keep these memories and experiences with you as you move forward. Keep close to the student and teacher friends you've made here at Aberdeen High School. Seniors, you've earned your diploma. Use it well. Congratulations. I wish you all the best in your years to come. Thank you again for joining us to celebrate our Aberdeen High School class of 2020. Elijah Wesley Solomon Abraham. Kyra Elise Acello. Kyle Joseph Addy. Daniel Kumilachu Odmasu. Emily Renee Akers. Tanea Lorraine Akins. Sem Theophan Bile Alade. Niles Richard Oline. Brendan Scott Althoff. Ryan Mitchell Amos. Alexis Renee Amos. Nathan J. Anthony Jr. Hannah Alexandra Armstrong. Blessing Manehu Atumehi. Ashmi Babu. Jade Michaela Barr. Tamia Nikisha Baker. Denise Elizabeth Ball. Gabriel Owen Baylord. Audrey Elizabeth Bearfield. Noelle Barrett. Bubakar Berry. Renaya Karia Bates. Cynthia Thamara Botris Morales. Cale Joseph Bowman. Max Alexander Berenger. Ronald Lee Bell. Khalil Mohammed Ben Moha. Alexis Renee Bennett. Marina Janae Bennett. Cade Andrew Bergeron. Brandon Tavon Bishop Giles. Nathan Lance Blanken. Megan Elizabeth Bloomberg. Eliana Nicole Bolton. Kennedy Juliana Burrell. Barbara Lee Bowles. Emma Marie Bowman. Taj David Braxton. Brandon Patrick Brown. Davon Takai Brooks. Jordan Andrea Brown. Mayel Raylyn Brown. Jaquan Taquil William Berkentine. Natalia Starr Burrell. Sarah McKenna Bush. India Irie Byers. John Everett Byers. Andriana Grace Campos. Brandon Michael Cantu. Dylan James Capilongo. Isaiah Edward Caraballo. Gabriel Stephen Cardella. Thomas Robert Carey IV. Lance Bradley Kissel II. Autumn Marie Cedarborg. Devin Paul Lewis Saputa. Kara Lillian K. Cerny. Raymond Shen. Russell James Chu. Sarah Jane Caroline Clayton. Caleb Tyler Cole. Kalia Courtney Cole. Gabrielle Elizabeth Coleman. Corey Seth Coley Jr. Miriam Condi. Zachary Peter Coogan. Emma Catherine Cook. Lakira Shade Cooper. Shamira Andrea Cornish. Carly Elizabeth Cowling. Joshua Allen Cox. Elizabeth Natanya Coyle. Michael Paul Kraus. Sierra Elizabeth Cullum. Lachey Inez Cunningham. Snigdha Pravin Darji. Saul Matthew Devon. Antoine Rayon Janae Davis. Caroline Gates Davis. Connor Benjamin Davis. Ethan Brian Davis. Kevon Julius Davis. William James Davis. Dante James Dawson. Ayume Pepito de los Reyes. Benjamin Campbell DeFord. Hope Della DeHaven. Sabrina Bell Dietrich. Frank Lamont Delbridge, Jr. Evan Kennedy Demos. Milena K. DeShields. Tristan Nell Elizabeth DeVoe. Asia Monet Dials. Judah Gabriel Dixon. Nigel Semyon Diggs. Jasmine Alexandria Alexis Dill. Nathaniel Brooks Dimmick. Justin Kuhn Dudak. Jeremiah Nicholas Dunn. Ryan Joseph Dunning. Morgan Lynn Edwards. Nakiah Monet Edwards. Nathaniel James Ailman. Michaela Jade Elmore. Edgar David Irby III. Micaiah Aldenil Everetts. Olivia Grace Ferguson. Sayana Zabrea Finch. Elizabeth Marie Flavin. Eric Joseph Flemings, Jr. Samantha Faith Ford. Catherine Lindley Foy. Joseph Wayne Fry II. Hannah Mae Frickberg. Xavier Emmanuel Fullard. Layla Madison Gagney. Faith Victoria Gale. George Eliandro Garced. Legend Trinity Vanessa Galden Brown. Micah James Glasgow. Mecca Almin Gomez. Wendy Karina Gonzalez Leon. Jacori Devon Antonio Good. Ayana Sincere Graham. Darius Robert Gerard Griffin. Xander Michael Griffin. Mark Cornelius Grimsley Jr. Amaron Joel Gary. Selena Shantae Hamilton. Emily Ann Hanks. Leisha Marie Hardy Henderson. Malachi Sabor Harris. Tatiana Brianna Harris. Jada Janae Harrow Martinez. Briagio Richard Lindsay Hawthorne. Paris Amani Emmanuel Head. Julian Brian Henry. Damian Nicholas Hinkle. Harold Bernard Hines III. Cameron Matthew Hobbs. Anise Christine Holland. Maurice Leonard Holly III. Suwon Hong. Ashanti Kalia Horn. Stephen Mark Howard Jr. Anaya Simone Huff. Mert Shabon Enoch. Celine Nicole Irons. Jordan Brittany Jackson. Limua Cleo Jackson. Savannah Lee Jacobson. Faith Elizabeth Jacoviti. Justin Edward Jefferson. Jordan Edward Jenkins. Silas Love Jenkins. Anaya Gianna Johnson. Brianna Marie Johnson. Aisha Rochelle Johnson. Isaiah Wendell Johnson. Jaron Jeffrey Johnson. Nikaya Rihanna Johnson. Noah James Johnson. Ian Michael Jones. Jihad Frawny Joseph. Profawadi Ko Nagao. Vanessa Christine Kalwa. Alyssa Marie K. Nolan Carter Keithley. Richmond Tate Kemasor. Daniel Kushku. Sophia Catherine Knapp. Jared Brent Krawczyk. Seth Andrew Kukuk. Ashley Jung Kwon. Caitlin Michelle Lahamadou. Damon Justice Languth. Nalea Darnice Lawson Smith. Sarah Elizabeth Lechner. Hannah Linlin Lee. Teddy Legros Jr. Samantha Nicole Lean. Hunter Jackson Lilly. Joseph Kamiya Ina Kanaka Lindemeyer. Caitlin Joy Linteo. Emily O'Malley Linz. Nicholas Brian Littleton. Emily Parkhurst Love. Zeke Manuel. Samantha Louise Marlowe. Rayshawn Eric Marshall. Kyle Tyree Matthews. Jordan William McBroom. Kayla Renee McCafferty. Jameel Andre McCormick. Louise McGrady. Elijah Rasan Mendez. Sayon Itzel Mendoza. Amal Verma Menon. Nicholas Shane Messick Jr. Mary Elizabeth Meyerhuber, Alexis Ann Miller, Daniel Killick Miller, Quinasia Condi Millington, Mason James Minter, Ada Michelle Miranda Vega, Jasmine Nicole Monroe, Alejandro Jose Marino, Autumn K. Mullins, Salman Nasser, Rachel Serena Nicholas, Haley Ray Nichols, Kamari Treme Norton, Faith Ogechi Obilo, David Shabzem Ogu, Bonnie Ibagor Okabu, Release Omar Orango, Jeremiah Oshaman Orachaki, Lily Elizabeth Owens, Christopher Ryan Pappas, Nicholas Joseph Pappas, Simone Lene Parker, Nastasia Danae Panish, Itzel Doriane Perez Perez, Jaden DeMont Perry, Christopher Crosby Peters, Mackenzie Jade Polachek, Caitlin Patricia Powell, Lily Cameron Proctor, Ramajda Jamir Ramsey, Maria Teresa Ravilla, Rayshawn De Niro Richmond, Zane Joseph Rainier, Isabella Martina Rivera, Kimberly Marie Rivera, Ali Karina Monique Robinson, Cameron Michael Robinson, Kyron Nazir Robinson, Adrian Roca, Ronnie Richard Rojas Jr., Alma Bernice Roldan Padilla, Leo Thomas Rollins IV. Sebastian Luis Rosado Tran. Mark Alexander Rosser. Caitlin Tan Rojas. Christian Jordan Rucker. Skylar Allison Rutka. Valentina Sanchez Galderos. Oliver Michael Santos. Sydney Mackenzie Sheets. William Marcus Schmidt. Stephen Sebastian Schultz. Alicia Alma Scott. Chandler Jamal Scott. Genesis Gabrielle Clark Scott. Mackenzie Elizabeth Severn. Evangeline Barbrita Shannon. Divine Ty Sherrod. Michael Rain Shivers. Aaron Michael Shunk. Adam Carl Selecki. Khalil Rashad Simmons. Sparkle Santana Simmons. Matthew Scott Simone. Nicholas Daniel Simpson. Kenneth Darnell Singletary Jr. Kanasia Danae Singletary. Amira Michelle Smith. Asia Sonora Smith. Desiree Jonice Smith. Lexa Marie Anna Smith. Michael Joseph Snyder Jr. Benjamin Calvert Solomon. Jaden Christian Solomon Jones. Brian Alexi Sorto Romaro. Christian Anthony South. Evantual Mariah Thail Soy. Anthony Craig Spells II. Sanaya Markel Spikes. Samantha Nicole Stafford. Markayla Renee Stevens. Jacqueline April Stewart. Jeremiah Amir Stewart. Malachi Nazir Brian Stewart Lassane. Autumn Marie Strickland. Raphael Latrell Taylor. Shania Sincere Teresa. Rodney Derek Thomas, Jr. Lattimore Divine Thompson. Rebecca Lynn Thompson. Noelle Mary Elizabeth Thorpe. Luis Daniel Torres. Alex Christopher Trexler. Natalie Ward Trimble. Ahmad Dashik Turner. Amaya Catherine Turner. Alasia Monique Tweedy. Dakota Chance Underwood. Ruth Ann Isabella Underwood. Amber Nicole Varner. Zoe Esperanza Vasquez. Ariel Alexander Vasquez. Kayla Rebecca Vega Forwood. Elijah Joseph Walker. Aaliyah Janiyah Walker. Summer Grace Walls. Regine Nasita Andrea Walton. J.R. Wangu Bafatola. Dayon Michael Wanton. Faith Destiny Webb. Harry Wilson Wellborn. Jacob Lohman Wheeler. Nikaya Mornay White. Brittany Marie Whittington. Danielle Alexandra Wilbur. Cassandra Janelle Williams. Amani Tamia Williams. Jimmy Brian Williams. John Thomas Williams. Khalees DeAndre Williams. Navaya Doris Williams. Trayvon Evan Williams. Kyle Austin Williford. Cameron Blaze Wilson. Colin Brian Wilson. Jaquan J. Wilson. Kayla Ray Mackay Wilson. Aman Gabriel Winder. Mason Tyler Wood. Sierra Jane Woodrow. Tony Stewart Wright. Jasmine Marie Yaki. Joshua David Young. Gabrielle Elizabeth Zagorski. Joshua Aaron Zabozny. Emma Dawn Zimmerman.
To the Aberdeen class of 2020, this is our time. Congratulations, please turn your tassel.